Is it a subtropical storm or just a subtropical low? Hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us. We are tracking a potential storm for northern New Zealand at the start of next week. It is not yet locked in, but we are going to show you the latest modelling, which does suggest we could be getting a burst of severe weather around northern New Zealand at the start of next week. But before we talk about that system, we have a different one here. This is not the same one I'm talking about. This is a Tasman Sea low, which is pretty much stuck where you see it now. It's going to gradually unravel as we head in towards the weekend. But at the moment, it is helping to pull down this very humid northerly airflow. So it's cloudy. The humidity levels are up. You might have noticed a bit of drizzle around and a few showers, and some of those will become a little heavier as that northerly system wears through across today. Now, in the South Island, in the lower South Island, it's a very different story. A different high pressure system out here is dredging up a very cold southerly, and it's just going to get even colder over the next 24 hours, with Friday basically being peak cold. So wintry weather down here, subtropical, warmer than average weather for the other 85% of the country. So this is how it looks as we end the working week. On Friday, there is a band of rain that is crossing over the North Island at the end of that subtropical run. So by the end of Friday, the subtropical northerlies have eased and we're back to the Tasman Sea westerlies for a time. But that front is very slow moving, blocked by the big high well out to the east. So that front may take most of Friday to clear away. The wettest weather will be in the north and the west, and the low around the western South Island doesn't move, stays where it is. It is starting to weaken a little bit. More rain though for the west coast. The deluge continues. And down around Southland and Otago, it is bleak and wintry with that east to northeast wind. It doesn't sound like it should be a cold one, but it's really a southerly, just locally turning that direction because of the low. So be prepared for some wintry weather. There could be a few low-level snow flurries to just maybe 250, 300 metres. So I don't think it'll accumulate to a lot, but you get the idea, the wind chill. So as we go into the weekend, here's the positive. The wind in the lower South Island definitely curves around more northeast. Now, it's still a little wintry on Saturday because it is coming up as a southerly and turning, but as the day goes on, it should gradually start to ease. And the low continues to weaken on the west coast. The rain starts to break up, and high pressure for the North Island means a mostly dry, calm day with really not a lot of wind around. On Sunday, we've got low pressure still parked here, but as you can see, it is definitely weakening. Still got some patchy rain or showers. You can't quite see it, but Bathurst is looking sunny on Sunday. They've got thunderstorms on Friday, so I know which one I'd prefer was happening on the Sunday for a more exciting race, but anyway, it is looking sunny for that. And around the North Island, it is looking mostly sunny on Sunday. So it's kind of hard to believe we're talking about a storm. Take a good close look at Sunday, compare it with Monday. In comes this low. It is coming out of the subtropical area. It is partially connected to that low that's fallen apart in the Tasman Sea. Now, we've checked modelling. This is the American one. We've looked at the European modelling. They're looking remarkably similar at the moment. We're not ready to lock this in, but we've already given the utility companies in the upper North Island a heads up that it could be a bit stormy on Monday. Now, here's the interesting twist. If you're down in Southland and Otago, what a warm change. Subtropical nor'easters come back to you by Monday. And here's Tuesday's setup at the moment, and it does look as though the South Island is separate from this low or storm that is coming in out of the subtropics. We are not yet ready to lock it in, but either way, it looks like a burst of rain and some wind, at least, for northern New Zealand at the start of next week. At least it's mild. That's one positive. That is all from me. We'll see you again tomorrow with the latest for the weekend.